Well, it depends. I'd say, first of all, joint programming depends a lot on the very specific case you have in the country. What type of situation you have, who are the member states, what is the level of interest, the importance of development cooperation, which is very depending, if a poor country needing development cooperation, or a middle-income country where there are much more of offensive interests involved. So I think it really depends. So the key thing I'd say is it really needs to be tailored, and I really find commendable the work that was done to give the flexibility to delegations to work out what is the best recipe for joint programming in a country. So I think that's really my first thing would say, well, don't see it as a standard template to complete and a standard procedure to go through with member states, and this is the product that you have to get to. I think that really depends on the situation, the country. It depends a lot on the people too, because I think you need to create a situation where the colleagues also of other member states have some buy-in. And I think it's a lot about process. Joint programming has a lot to do with process and investing in that relation with member states. And it's in a way a good way, the joint programming, to facilitate that strengthening of the cooperation with member states. So I take the case of Laos. We took it, we started in 2012-13 to work on joint programming, preparing the grounds for it. Very, very long process. But it really, the increased will to cooperate has come through the process of joint programming and working together, discussing how to strategically engage, how to divide labor and all that. So I see it a lot as a big investment in process, and whether it pays off, that's also depends on how well it's tailored. In our case, we have a very clear division of labor, so there has been a lot of investment in the process, but this very good close cooperation with member states helps a lot when you're at the point of saying, okay, well, this specific sector you take, are you okay with it? And say, okay, fine. And so there is quite a collaborative spirit. At least this is the particular case of Laos, but I do see the potential of the process in establishing a way of working together, which then has knock-on effects on your work and collaboration. So I'd say the key message is flexibility, investing in the process, and not having too much focus on the administrative side of things, the templates, the paperwork, the monitoring. I actually think we should try and then again, it depends on the different countries and the context, but the less administrative you can be and focus more on the actual relations and work together, the better. Again, there it's about finding the right juste milieu, in the way you're organizing it. But again, the flexibility gives you that we have in organizing the work gives you that.